All right, everybody, how's it going? I'm Maxx242. It's our second video. We're gonna try to make these little videos.
About time we're finally doing this.
I know we're behind. We were supposed to do this like a week ago and go over a bunch of stuff things that we like to do, things to watch.
We had so much planned, and yeah, it's been 1 week. It's old news now.
Yeah, like we wanted to talk about the
Fernando Mania.
We
wanted to talk about
the women's
shootout.
The women's World Cup shootout. That was heartbreaking.
Team USA
got taken out in the first round.
Yeah.
They owned the game, and they got taken out in the first round.
In a just weird.
That was weird. That was weird. That goal bounces back and bounces in. It's a goal. They lose.
Dude, it barely went in.
I know.
Anyways.
They owned that game too. They owned that game. So that was heartbreaking. And I'm not even like a USA soccer person, but the women's team they dominated, and that was heartbreaking.
Well, I think.
Anyway, did you introduce yourself?
Huh? Oh yeah, Madman. How you guys doing?
Madman. Okay,
yes, sir. We also wanted to touch on the...
Oh, yeah, the one you want to touch on. This is what he wants to talk about. All right.
Okay, that Dodgers and Padres series was amazing. 3 out of 4 games, Los Dodgers took it, man. Bro, Joe Kelly owned Tatis, brushed him off the plate, called him I'm not going to say it, but we all know what he said.
That was a good series. I gotta say, that was a good series.
Okay, I just want to point out real quick, Joe Kelly, since coming to the Dodgers, none earned runs. 0. Sub 200 batting average against. Dude, that is just phenomenal what he's doing. Even Lance Lynn, he's only given up, 1, 2 runs?
Yeah. The Dodgers, to me, they're not a mystery because obviously they have some just immensely talented players. But it's a weird season to me for the Dodgers because from the beginning, they don't really do anything in the offseason. They're like, no, we're going with our dudes. And then, what's his name? The shortstop gets hurt. What's his name?
What shortstop?
The shortstop. The guy you guys were counting on. Or was he second base? You guys were counting on this kid, and he freaking gets hurt. No, not Trey Turner got traded, dude.
That's true. Oh, Gavin Lux.
Gavin Lux, that kid.
Dude,
he gets hurt. Yes, you guys were. He was like... You guys were gonna put a lot on Gavin.
That is a lie.
No, you were. Gavin Lux was supposed to have a breakout year. Okay, he gets hurt in spring training, gone for the season. All right, so many things happen, and still they don't do anything in the offseason. So it's like, you see all these teams. You see the Padres just stacking up. You see the Mets stacking up. It's the weirdest season. It's the weirdest season to me. The Yankees, the worst they've done it's mind-boggling. The Mets had the highest payroll in all of, or had, because they dumped everybody out, but they're still paying just as much for players that aren't on the team than players are on the team.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest season. The Orioles,
oh Jesus,
they're dominating the East, and that's a tough division.
That is an immensely tough division. The East and the West are both incredibly competitive.
AL and NL, but even the AL West is
the AL West too. The AL West this year is crazy. You have 3 competitive teams this year. 2 of them, if you told me last year that they were going to be competitive, I would just said you were lying. You got the Mariners, you got the Rangers, and the Astros all in competition. The Mariners last year barely made it into the wild card spot.
Yeah, but the Mariners have a great team. They have a great team.
They do extremely talented, extremely young. Eugenio Suarez, a great power bat at third. You got Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, dude,
that kid is looking awesome.
I like that kid. That kid's good.
I'm surprised you like him because you don't like them flashy kids.
I don't like them flashy players, but he won me over.
Logan Gilbert, Luis Castillo, both of them doing amazing stuff in the starting rotation. They're looking really good, and honestly, I think they can easily make the playoffs. And the Rangers.
Well, the Rangers, they've been kind of...
No, they came out of... To me, they came out of nowhere.
Who do they have? They have Seager, and Seager's just great.
Oh,
man.
Seager is dope, dude.
And they got somebody else. I can't remember who else they got. They got some people on the offseason.
DeGrom was really the main.
They got DeGrom. Yeah, they got DeGrom, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Rangers were playing. They were playing to win.
I will say, those on the Rangers team, those who we expected to show up didn't, and those who were not expected to did. Like Jonah Heim came out of absolutely nowhere. Adolis Garcia took a huge step up, which nobody was expecting.
Well, Adolis is a good player, and Seager is just a phenomenal player. So,
even Seager, all of them have taken a huge step up. The only one that's honestly been meh is Marcus Semien, and even him, he's doing good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that the Rangers are all solid, but of course the team to talk about they just have a great young team, and they're just amazing. Are the Braves? As much as I don't want to say that, those Braves, man.
Yeah, they got, just like the Dodgers, they got 2 MVP contenders in Matt Olson and Ronald Acuna Jr.
And they also have the other kid.
They got Austin Riley, Sean Murphy, Michael Harris II, and not even that. Their starting rotation is very young and very prosperous. They got Spencer Strider in there, Mike Soroka.
Strider is good,
but they got some people. They got some.
Oh, dude. They do. Who's the other guy? Not Ronald Acuna, but the other kid.
Michael Harris II.
No, there was another kid.
Austin Riley?
No, it's not Riley.
Marcelo Ozuna?
Yeah, that kid. Yeah.
He's not doing that good.
He's still up there, man. Yeah, Ozuna's up there. Dude, it's a stat team. But you know what? All right. All that aside, let's get back to the Dodgers, okay? Let's get back to the Dodgers because it's your team.
I like that idea.
And you know, I root for the Dodgers for him. I became a Dodgers fan, even though I'm in tears wearing the Yankees hat, crying over this season. It's horrible. I just can't believe how horrible it is. It's bad. But anyway.
So as of recording tonight, the Dodgers have reached 11 wins.
Now they barely got the one tonight on
an Austin Barnes
home run. Austin Barnes. Man, that dude is sneaky, man.
Sneaky.
That dude, you know, some days he's off, but then he comes through and he's got power, and he'll show it. I mean, Austin Barnes' home run was the win tonight.
Very surprising. Speaking of home runs, the home run chase, or not even the home run rivalry between Ohtani and Olsen.
It's not a rivalry, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. I mean, they're both really high up there.
I believe Olsen's like at 43 or something.
Yeah, and I think Ohtani's like at 42. I think either one of them can get up to 60.
Ooh,
I think they could do it.
60?
Yeah, I think they could get to 60.
I mean, there is about
a month and a half. Yeah, I think they could get to 60. So we'll see. You know, we're down the street from Anaheim Angel Stadium, so I'm always gonna go for Ohtani. I have a little bit of love for the Angels out here, you know, just because we live out here. God, that's a depressing team. Also, they have two greats on there.
Actually, I think Trout's out,
but he's still on the. What I'm saying, he's still on the team. They have two of the greatest, most magnificent players to ever grace the freaking field. They're talking about Trout and Ohtani, and you guys, you know, I'm gonna say it. I always felt that Rendon deal was not a good deal. I know
you say that now.
I always said it. I said it from the beginning. I was like, dude, that's a deal like the other guy that they had, who went to the Dodgers. Although I liked him a lot. He was Pujols. Yeah, I felt like the Rendon deal was a very similar situation.
It honestly really was. Maybe Rendon will go to the Dodgers and hit 15 home runs.
15?
Yeah.
In one season? That's nothing.
Half a season, actually.
Well, the trade deadline's over. You can't go now.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe in
No.
Hey, that's what Pujols did, man.
You don't want Rendon. You don't want Rendon. Yeah, Pujols came over. He did great. That was really nice because I like Pujols. That dude historically is just a champ.
Theo Albert, man.
Yeah, that's a good dude right there. But anyway, yeah, the Dodgers. You know, they didn't do much in the offseason. They didn't do much at the trade deadline. And
actually, a lot of people say that I don't think they made some sneaky deals at the deadline, bro. Like they brought they weren't exactly at the deadline, but around the deadline.
Yeah, during the trade, the deadline. You know, they brought Kike Hernandez, who I've always been a fan of ever since and I think it was the NLDS against the Cubs. He hit 3 home runs in one game.
No. It was.
Or was it the DS?
I believe, if I remember correctly.
Maybe it was just the DS. Yeah, it was the NLDS, not NLCS.
No, it
was against the Cubs.
It was against the Cubs. I remember that much. And I think it was the NLCS because I remember Justin Turner hit that walk-off home run, and he said he wasn't going to do it in the championship series. He's going to do it in the World Series.
Right. He wanted to mimic. It was on the Kirk Gibson night, I think. He actually hit it on Kirk Gibson night, and he did not do the fist pump, which I think would have been great. He did not do the fist pump because he wanted to do it in the NLCS, I guess, but I think you're right, that was against the Cubs, which, let's just say that's another little sneaky team. They got a good team over there. They got Swanson, and they got Bell. I always wish that the Dodgers would have kept Bellinger. I like Bellinger.
I'm not going to lie. As a Dodger fan, it pains me to my heart to say this. I 100% after 2021 absolutely lost faith in Bellinger.
I never lost faith in Bellinger. I always thought he was a good player.
I thought he was done.
Great.
I thought he was gone. I thought he was washed. His swing was done. But then, to me, out of nowhere, he just comes out and has this MVP caliber season. It's insane.
It's not even the whole season, though. It's been like the last month or two that he's just been ripping. Like, he's got a good season, but this last month...
okay. In the month of July, I believe I'm pretty sure...
He was batting like 400.
Yeah, exactly. He hit like 400 in an entire month.
Yeah, he crushed it, man. I like Bellinger. I wish the Dodgers would have kept them. Anyway... We're getting off track. Not kept him. I wish they would have re-signed him. But we're getting off track here, okay? Because we got other things to talk about.
Like?
We got a lot of things to talk about. We got movies to talk about. We got WWE to talk about.
I just want to speak one more thing. Miguel Rojas.
Dude, that kid.
He's not a kid anymore, bro. He's old, man.
Compared to me, he's a kid. He's like still in his 20s.
No, he's in his 30s.
Oh, well, whatever. He's still young.
He's like 31.
He's a young buck. Anyway, they're all kids to me. You know what's funny? And me and the homie Scar Warner, we spoke about this, which is very interesting. When we were kids, we would always look up to the players, and they were like all old and everything. And now that we're old, we're like, oh, they're young. But it's just funny how that kind of anyway.
Yeah, Miguel Rojas, his 3 home runs of the season, all coming in within the month of August.
Yeah,
all of them, and 2 of them coming in the last week alone.
And when they count too.
Yeah.
So he had. I think the other night they were leading. Who was it? They were leading a team 8-4 or something, or 8-something, and he had 4 of those RBIs. Or something.
That's right. It was against the Rockies.
Yeah, it was against the Rockies.
I believe it was against the Rockies.
and he was just crushing. No, I think it was 4-something, and he had all 4 RBIs.
No, it was 8-4.
It was 8-4. Yeah. Anyway, he had like 4 RBIs. He was crushing it that night. He's just doing good.
He's been doing good.
What about Will Smith last night? I don't know if you saw that. He had like 2 or 3 infield hits.
He had 2 Speaking of last night, well, as of the night that we're recording this, did you see William Contreras with that catcher interference?
Yeah, 2 catchers interference.
2 catchers interference.
And I think they were
same
both
hitter.
Yes, and I think
JD Martinez.
JD Martinez, and they got lucky because they were about to turn a double play.
That's
I think.
True. Well, they only got 1, but. Speaking of JD Martinez, check out the Just Dinger shirt on Maxx242.com. Anyways, you want to talk about movies? Let's talk about movies.
Well, I don't even, you know what? I haven't kept up with much. I have a lot of posters I've been working on, a lot of artwork I've been doing, a lot of stuff we've been working on. But I recently saw the trailer for
I didn't even know about this.
It's Godzilla -1. It was a teaser, and just a beautiful 20 seconds or whatever it was. It was just beautiful. It was perfect. When I first saw it, I had no idea what it was, where it was going to, but oh my gosh, that is amazing. I'm super hyped for that. I'm a huge Godzilla fan ever since I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid, so Toys R Us was always the spot for us. Like, we would go to Toys R Us.
That's old school.
And that was our jam. But I remember the Haunted Toys R Us. And they played it on the news where they were saying there's a haunted Toys R Us. They made it on the news, and I remember the little Godzilla rolling. And I wish I had that was the Godzilla toy where it had the little thing in the back and it shoots the rocket. God, that was beautiful. That is the Godzilla toy. I wish I had that. But anyway, I'll never forget that. Anyway, I'm super hyped on the movie. We haven't watched too many new movies. We did watch. We did finally. He watched Oppenheimer.
I watched Oppenheimer, and honestly, I've always loved science. So what? And I've always been I don't know what's the right word when it comes to mass destruction. Do I find it interesting? What's the right word?
It's not mass destruction. It's history. You're fascinated. I know that was mass destruction, but it's not the destruction aspect of things that you're fascinated by. It's history and what has happened,
and
what
the
has
science
transpired, and the science and the growth of humanity and everything.
I've always been fascinated by the creation of the atom bombs. How man has mastered the atom and has made the ability to construct these marvelous things, I guess, gadgets and gizmos and bombs.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty. I mean, in history and in human history and the world history, that was a huge step for humanity. That was a huge step, which brings me to another huge step, and it's not a huge step, but it's something that's been transitioning over. And something that I think is really hard for us is the development of AI, artificial intelligence. It's been really hard because it has existed for a while. Our cell phones have some sort of AI.
It's not true AI.
It's not true AI.
It's a program.
It's a program, but that's all the stuff that is helping the development of AI. And I recently had the privilege of working with a band that I hadn't worked with before, through Collections and Steven, thank you very much, just Pantera. And, they have a couple songs that very, very harsh realities, very, very hard lyrics, dystopian. So like I listened to, I believe it was their song Domination. And as I was listening to that, I was like, man, this really reminds me of where we're at with AI, and again, movie fan, there's all these movies that writers and directors have created over the years, over the period of the last 50 years, on the creation of AI and the creation of robotic technology and artificial intelligence. Yeah, all of these things, and it all led to the same.
Great movies.
Yeah, it all leads to the same thing, which is the
robots destroying humanity.
AI is destroying us, and we're like in the middle of that right now. And I'm like,
okay, real quick, I don't want to get all depressed,
yeah.
Anyways, back to where we were. Oppenheimer.
Yeah, let's get back to that. Anyway,
Oppenheimer was a great movie. I thought they captured that piece of history phenomenally. Anyways, back to Gojira.
Well, no, we already spoke Gojira. That trailer was phenomenal. We're Gojira fans. Looking forward to that one.
We love kaiju.
But I'm going to touch on the Pantera poster real quick, because it was one that we just dropped. Oh, speaking of poster, we just dropped this one, which is I don't know if you guys can see it here, but yeah, I think it's fine. Whatever. Anyway, so there's the Smashing Pumpkins print. So this is actually the actual screen print. I know we're jumping a lot because we're trying to make this as short and sweet as possible. There's a lot of jumping around in our video.
So it's gonna be a lot of editing for me later. So hooray.
Anyway, this is a 5-color screen print, and so for a lot of you that don't know, when I create these illustrations, I create them so that I can create space and depth and all that. And sometimes the layers aren't the way that they're supposed to be when you print them. But I have to go back and separate the colors and the layers, and to make sure that so the printer has the right layers, which I turn into channels, and then they output it into the film so that the films are the right way. So this one is a 5-color screen print with these 5 colors. And for those of you guys that don't know, normally we're trying to keep posters at 6 colors. It is really hard. It is really hard to do. It's like handcuffing yourself. It's very hard to design with very minimal colors.
Can you name out the 5 colors that you?
I can't name them out. I don't remember the Pantone name. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the Pantone numbers.
Just say the common name.
But I think this is actually a 186 or 187 red. This is a brown, and then there's this tan or light beige color. Mm-hmm. There's a blue, and then there's a black. So those are the 5 colors. So I have to separate it. I have to do the gradients and
good old seps.
The separations are killer. But yeah,
I think it came out great. It looks amazing.
I was really stoked. Ever since I was younger, I liked Smashing Pumpkins. yeah, super stoked on this. So and I actually created another piece that goes along with it. That's a very Smashing Pumpkins inspired. So anyway, so there's this one, but the Pantera one will be dropping soon on our on F4D.
Correct. It's super sick, by the way. Personally, I saw it. It's
but that's the one we were just talking about.
We
were just talking about that, and you know that's the thing, is that one was a lot of fun to work on. These are a lot of fun to work on. When I create these posters, I really try to create a lot of space and depth, and give you, the viewer, a lot to look at and really bring you into the story. I try not to draw the same thing over and over again. I really try to, at least this year, I've really tried to just change it up and try different things, try different topics, really focus on these stories. And I've been very happy, you know, from the Dirty Heads to Dave Matthews, to Smashing Pumpkins to Pantera. These are all stories that I'm creating and really trying to communicate visually, and it's a lot of fun. It takes a lot of work, and so for everybody that supports us and picks up posters, thank you very much. Super hyped on that.
By the way, we literally read every single comment on the last video. Thank you so much for the support. We hope you continue to like what we do with the store and with these videos coming out. It takes a lot to honestly.
Yeah, it takes a lot out of us, and we don't have that much time. This kid goes to school, has all honors and AP classes. Just started a new school. How's it going?
It's going.
Yeah.
It's hard. I have like just this week alone, I have had 5 quizzes.
That's really just jumping right into the fire. Like,
yeah,
you're really jumping in there.
No kidding.
So he has all honors and AP classes, and then he's baseball tryouts are next week. Good luck with that, kiddo.
Yep.
So yeah, so you know, for all you parents that are getting your kids going, good luck with that, and I hope you guys all have a great school year. I know it's hard as a parent. You try to do everything right, try to do everything perfect, but you know what? Just do your best, and we'll always do our best, and you know, give the most love and attention that we can to these kids.
So to end this off, I think personally, I want to go on a recap of what we have accomplished over the summer. What do you think?
Well, there was one other movie I wanted to touch on, actually.
Go ahead.
One other movie that this kid introduced, or a story that this kid introduced me to when he was little. And I'm so excited about this movie.
It's been on and off for so long, and it honestly makes me so happy to finally see that it is being done. And if you have been following along to this movie, not the movie, but the story. Just the story, the books, the games. If you have just been following along with the creator Scott Cawthon, and the true fans know just by me saying who that is, you already know what movie we're talking about. Five Nights at Freddy's. It's finally being made. About time, and honestly, it looks incredible. It looks
great. I'm really excited about it. I think that from the trailers and the previews, looks like it's going to be good. I'm excited about it. This kid introduced me to it early on. He got super into it when the first game came out.
I couldn't sleep for a week.
It was awesome, and he even dressed up as Foxy for Comic-Con, which we have pictures of that. And he did it. Dude, it was rad.
That was a nightmare at Comic-Con.
Yeah, he got stopped.
It was a homemade, custom, first of its own Foxy costume.
Yeah, at the time there were no costumes.
No.
Five Nights at Freddy wasn't.
This was in 2015, right? 2014, 2015, before it became extremely mainstream.
Yeah, before it became popular. There was no merchandising. There was no merchandise. This was before any merch. This kid was on it. So I remember that year there was one other Foxy and other people that made costumes, but this costume was made with so much precision and so much detail.
And I'll make sure to put up a photo for you guys and edit.
It was great. He did a great job. So yeah, he got stopped a lot. That was rough. He got stopped a lot. He was tired. He was little. He was a little kid. He was tired, and it was hard for him. But
dude, I think at one point there was like a line, right,
of people that wanted to take photos.
There was like 3 to 5. Like one time we took a break, just take the mask off because it's all foam, like a tiny slit for the mouth where I can actually see, and everything else was just foam padding, and it just it was a disaster of heat.
Yeah, it was. Were you gonna say thermodynamics?
I was gonna say thermodynamics.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I knew he was hot, but it was pretty rad. But I'm really excited for that movie. It looks really good.
Dude, who they casted for William Afton? It was Stu from Scream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Matthew Lillard. That's who it is. And honestly, I think he's gonna do great. Just seeing his work on Scream, Matthew Lillard, and just seeing that character just with a little twist.
I like him as an actor.
To
If
be
it's the one that I'm thinking of.
He has
I
a
like
great
him.
range, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's a good actor.
Dude, him as William Afton, that will be a treat to watch, my friend. And those who know Matthew Lillard and know the character of William Afton, you already know it's going to be a treat to watch him bring that character to life. So, I think to end off this week's episode, or just
well, quick recap of the summer.
Recap of the summer.
SummerSlam was fun. It was good.
Yeah.
I think that the women's championship with the turning in the Money in the Bank was rad. I think that was done great.
I feel like they've overdone it a little bit now.
No, I think that was good. I like that. The Bloodline storyline, I'm not really stoked on how that's going, but I think it's still a good storyline. Those guys are all awesome. I like to see how the Usos pan out.
The Judgment Day.
I love the Judgment Day. I love the Judgment Day, man.
Yeah.
I really.
I love
really
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor is our
bro,
dude.
I'm finally glad they're giving him the push. And
Yeah, Finn Balor is awesome.
I really felt bad after 2016 SummerSlam. That was a damn good SummerSlam with Seth Rollins. Was it 2016? I'm pretty sure it was 2016. With Seth Rollins and Finn Balor main eventing for the Universal Championship.
That's when Finn Balor won and he got hurt.
He got extremely hurt.
He hurt his shoulder.
So he had
with
to
that,
vacate.
like the power bomb
To the outside wall.
he had to vacate the title.
And then they instantly stopped pushing him, which I hated. But thankfully, they're finally giving him the push that they deserve. What I don't like is that they got Peso Pluma 2.0 in that in Judgment Day.
You're talking about Mysterio.
I'm talking about Dominic Mysterio.
I like him.
What is that haircut, dude?
I like all the dudes in the Judgment Day. Yeah. So, and speaking of Peso Pluma, let's make that happen, Steven. Let's make it happen. That's all I'm gonna say.
Baseball.
Wait. What was I going to say? Oh, Cody Rhodes.
Oh, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes is the man. Congratulations, Rey Mysterio, for winning the U.S. Championship. I like where WWE is going. I like wrestling right now. It has its up and downs, but right now it's good.
What about AEW? What are your thoughts on AEW?
I haven't kept up much. Because it goes up and down. They sign these old wrestlers, and we just watched the video of all the WWE guys that have appeared there and that have gone there, and they have tremendous pop, and it's great excitement.
It's weird. It's like WCW all over again. Dude, they're literally signing all of WWE's older stuff. It's weird.
I think that WWE is doing a great job right now, though. They're doing a great job with everything. So yeah, I'm stoked to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Viveros, we gotta make some. We gotta make it to the next event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So other than that, there's. I think we're gonna leave off on this. Anderson versus Ramirez.
Yeah.
That right there was a treat for me. God, that was crazy.
Do you want to make the announcement, bro?
Oh, we're gonna try to make a shirt out of it. We're gonna try to do a shirt.
So watch out for that within the upcoming months.
Month. Yeah, because we got to do it sooner than later because it's
right.
I mean, it's already passed, but it's that to me that was fun. I don't really like seeing that on the field, but it was interesting. Anderson comes up and he tries to get hard on Ramirez, and it was I want to say it was just a wild right hand that caught him in the right place, and then bing, down goes Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was very of course it was very reminiscent of Odor
Batista
and Batista. Yeah, I was very, very reminiscent.
Now, I'm surprised Bautista didn't go down after that punch. That was a clean.
That to me was almost more solid than
that. No,
Ramirez.
that absolutely wasn't.
That was solid, and you know, props to. I mean, he was a wobbly leg. He did get wobbly after that.
That's true.
But he
But
did go down.
Odor just went straight down like
No,
timber, dude.
not Odor.
Sorry, Anderson.
Anderson. Yeah, he buckled. He was out on his feet, man.
Have you seen the video where the referee was like, hey, okay, go ahead.
No, I didn't see that. But dude, yeah, he got knocked out.
So over the summer, my baseball. If you haven't, I'm not. Obviously, I don't think you've actually followed me or anything. I don't. Do what you want. Follow me if you want. But Coach Chris, if you're watching this, I just want to thank you guys for helping me refine my passion for playing baseball. Freshman year of high school was
rough.
It was rough, especially on the baseball side. I'm not gonna go too in depth. That's a story for another day. It's kind of confidential.
But yeah, it was rough. I don't
rough.
think that it
was.
really helped him out at all. I think it kind of set him back. But
over the summer, playing with those guys, Vinny, Matt, I hope they're okay with me saying their names.
yeah,
Coach Chris, Tyler, Justin, all of them, they helped me grow confidence, get better at baseball itself. Just made me feel better about my talent, and I've been a lot more confident in baseball and just having more fun playing baseball than I have had in many.
yeah, it's been a while. So, all right, we're gonna leave this off because we've already gone a little bit far. It's a lot, but I want to say congratulations, Team Money, for winning the last Splatfest. I'm gonna put up my
what
Nintendo.
team were you on?
I was Team Love, man, because it's all love, baby. It's all love, but we lost. We got our ass. Money whooped our ass. Money whooped our ass. But I'll put up my my friend number, my friend code, or whatever
and by him he means me, because I'm gonna be editing this.
Yeah, because yeah, man, let's play, let's have fun, let's enjoy life.
So yeah, over the summer I also hit a home run.
He hit his first home run over the fence, out of the park.
Of course.
Hit a telephone wire that was on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
It was funny because he hit it so hard it hit the power line and then bounced back. So everybody was kind of confused as to what happened because the ball was on the field. But
that was a fun game.
He rocked it. But
that game I went. I went 2 for 2. That game, the next game I went 0 for 1. But first game I went 2 for 2 with a walk. 2 extra base hit game.
Yeah, you got a double and a home run. It was a 3-run shot too. That put you guys in contention for the game. So put you guys in the game. So
we're gonna leave it off on that.
It was a rad summer. Let's make it a productive fall. Or whatever season's coming up. Getting ready for that spooky season.
That's right, spooky season.
Spooky season. So yeah, we'll see what
maybe some spooky designs coming up on the store. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see what's happening. But I hope you guys enjoyed our rambling and our madness.
We're gonna try and do these videos like every week or so.
Yeah, whenever we get time. So.
Are we doing a double upload this weekend?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Thank you guys very much. Madman, thank you.
No problem. I mean, I have to be.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you guys.
All right. We'll see you.